Well, Mariah Carey and her boyfriend of 7 years, Brian Tanaka, are calling it quits. He shared a lengthy statement on his Instagram saying the breakup was in fact mutual. The two first met in 2006 when he joined her tour as a backup dancer. Rumors of the couple's split began last month when he did not join the singer's Merry Christmas One and All tour. Carey has not said anything about the breakup thus far. And a new year tends to be a time for people to start fresh and work on New Year's resolutions. But the New York Post reports January is also a time when divorce rates increase. Some law professionals even nicknaming January Divorce Month. It could be the stress of the holiday season or other underlying reasons. But a 2016 study by the University of Washington shows that divorce is seasonal. Researchers found that filings in Washington state between 2001 and 2015 peaked in March and August, following winter and summer holidays. Here to talk all about it is family law attorney Marilyn York. Marilyn, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
So what do you make of this timing? I'm curious. Are you seeing these trends play out in your practice?
Absolutely. I mean, in fact, over the Christmas holiday, I got about 5 emergency, Facebook Messenger type reach outs asking for an emergency divorce, as if there's such a thing. But I think it's the holiday stress, to say the least. Certainly holidays can uptick the stress. I think people delay what's coming anyway to try to get through the holidays for their children. We represent men primarily in my practice, and so we definitely discourage divorce on a holiday such as Christmas or Valentine's Day. Those are big ones not to hit right on the nose. So we'll see people wait until January. A lot of people also pre-file their tax returns in January as soon as they have their tax documents, and they use their refund to fund litigation, as strange as that might be. And so I think that we see that a lot between January and March, and that's when the statistic is the highest for filings.
All right, interesting. So holidays, as we all know, they can be a contentious time, but let's start with some resolutions first. For couples who feel like they are ready to call it quits, what would be your best advice for working to first try to save the marriage?
There's a program called Marriage Encounter that's actually really good. It's a church-based program, but they have non-religious ones. It's much more interesting and in-depth than, say, marital therapy, which is a good place to go to talk, but it doesn't typically save marriages that I have seen, although they don't come to me when they've been saved. There's also some really great resources. John Gottman is an expert in the area of marriage and relationships. His books are excellent, and he has workbooks as well. And there's also one called Saving the Marriage, which is really good, by 2 PhDs, and it comes with a workbook. It's super intense. So I would say you put all this time, money, energy, and family investment into your relationship. Make sure you've done everything you can to save it before you end up in our office, because there's no turning back. And likely you're going to get into another relationship very similar to the one you're in. We all have that kind of tendency to find the people that were similar to our parents in the bad way and try to heal those wounds. So I would encourage people to work really hard to try to save their marriage and not just to get divorced.
Well, I think that that's some great advice. If couples do, in fact, follow through, are there lessons you've learned from your professional experience that may make it easier for someone navigating a divorce for the very first time?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first, you need to take care of yourself emotionally. Doctors like to overprescribe, in my opinion, things like antidepressants, anti-anxiety pills. And in my experience, that just delays the natural mourning that you need to endure in order to heal from the loss of a marriage. It's a substantial loss, so you need to take it seriously. Do not uptick your drinking and use of drugs, legal or illegal, to try to numb the pain either, or that will compound your problems in the divorce. Buckle down financially, because it's very expensive to go through a divorce, and more so to support 2 households. So you need to be realistic to try to get through it as painlessly as possible. And then be, aware that it is a new birth. It is a time to find yourself and to do things you never were able to do, and to recreate your life in a really beautiful way. So if you can go in knowing that there's a positive outcome that is certain to happen with your efforts, please do, because the last thing we need is more adult suicides or children. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of, and it's horrible, and you obviously can't undo that.
That certainly is horrible, and I appreciate the awareness on that front. We have about 30 seconds left. Are there predictable times or situations throughout the year, potentially, where couples are likely to feel extra stressed in a relationship? And what are some key ways to maybe diffuse those situations before they escalate into something more?
I think people just need to take a time out in general, but certainly holiday stress, the financial aspect of it, family coming in town, mixing families, blended families, time alone, time at home. So if you just take some time out each day, take a walk, take a stroll, think before you speak. We all lack impulse control. We all want instant gratification, and that's true in a fight too. We can really save ourselves a lot of heartache with our children and our relationships, spouses or otherwise. So I think we really just need to take a reprieve for our own sake and make sure this is the long-term outcome we're looking for, not the short-term satisfaction.
Well, wonderful advice. Certainly appreciate you weighing in today. Marilyn York, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.